I need you to return the money. We don't have the money! Go ahead, take whatever you want if you can. I'm gonna take advantage of your words and take your land.
Trouble Busters!
It's so fun to go on about my morning activities. Whoa, you! How dare you switch the 7 to a different character the other time?
Oh, I'm off today, so please leave me alone.
What? I didn't know God had a day off too. My name is Tom. I'm a terrific young man who works at the bank and wakes up early in the morning to have fun at my routine. I need you to return the money. We're really sorry. Will you give us just a little longer? But he's been buying more branded items than the other day. I promise to repay you in a month. Please trust me. Okay. We secured a big contract with a major company, so we'll be getting paid tons soon, okay? Please promise me. You promised the other time. I couldn't help it. The client ghosted us. But this wasn't what we agreed on. We don't have the money. We'll have to proceed accordingly. Go ahead, take whatever you want if you can. We'll take legal actions, is that fine? Sure, go ahead. Even if you sue us, you're not gonna collect anything from us. You already know it. Were you actually aware of this as you chose not to repay us? You make us sound bad! Listen, isn't the bank supposed to save the company that's suffering? Do you realize how much we're contributing to your bank? But that doesn't make it okay for you not to repay what you owe. You pay what you borrow. It's common sense. That's just your opinion, isn't it? Stop fooling around. That's my line. Why don't you get it? I told you that I'd pay it back someday. This is bad. This conversation isn't going anywhere. Please, Tom, it's $300,000! I'll try my best to have them repay us as soon as possible. By early next month, okay? And we can't wait any longer! Because of that second-generation CEO, I'm dreading every day, and I don't even have the energy to go on with my morning routine. That guy totally ruined my happy life. I need to handle this matter quickly, or else I'll end up taking the blame. Oh no! The sticker that was worth $100! Don't even think you're gonna run after you borrow money from someone! You must be Mr. Tom. Yes, who are you? I would like to talk to you regarding Pompoko Chicken. And the appearance of this person has given me an idea of how to resolve this issue of the unreturned $300,000 loan. That bastard, don't even think you'll get away like you always did. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! All right, done deal. I'm gonna take advantage of your words and take your land. I wonder if everyone at work is doing well. Oh, what? Did I take the wrong street? It's been 3 months, so maybe I'm lost. Oh, what? Why? Why isn't it here? Hello? I can't find our company.
Sir, where on earth have you been?
I told you I'd be out of the country.
I tried to reach you so many times.
I mean, what happened? Why are you flustered? By the way, I can't find our office.
We don't have the office anymore. It's because we lost the trial.
Huh? Trial? What is this about? Is this some kind of a prank?
While you were gone, Trubus Bank sued us and the real estate ended up being seized.
What? Wait, a trial? I wasn't told about any of this.
Weren't you aware that you received some notice via mail at your house? We tried reaching you so many times.
What? Seriously? I get to enjoy this pool all to myself.
The employees are having a hard time now that the office is gone, and we're getting so many complaints from our clients, too. What are you going to do about this?
What is that? After seeing that the land has become vacant, George finally started to be flustered, but he never cared to reflect on himself. What on earth have you done? I made sure to warn you that I'd be taking appropriate actions. Why'd you have to proceed with the trial without talking to me? I reached out to you, but you never responded. I sent you certified mail, but you ignored it too. I was out of the country, so I had no idea you were reaching out to me, and I couldn't confirm my mail either. Aren't you a CEO of a company? You should have at least responded to your secretary. It seemed like you were out of the country for 3 months, but what were you doing? I was on a business trip. I'm a CEO and I'm a busy man. In that case, it gives you another reason to make sure you're communicating with the clients and your employees. Isn't that part of the job as the CEO? Stop talking as if you know it all. I couldn't use my phone, so I couldn't communicate with anyone. You really think that's gonna cut it? It's not a lie! How dare you proceed with the trial without my permission and turning my company into a vacant land? What you've done is a crime! You know that my dad and your branch manager are best friends, right? That has nothing to do with anything. Yes, it does! Does your branch manager know about this? Of course he does. I make sure to communicate. Damn it! Did that branch manager turn sides? He used to allow me to do anything I wanted before my dad passed away! You thought you could get away without repaying the $300,000 loan, didn't you? You never planned on repaying in the first place, so wasn't that why you ran overseas? Ran? Stop talking as if I'm a criminal! In that case, you should have confidently showed up at the court. I told you I didn't even know I was being sued! Wasn't that how you ran in the past, too? Even though your previous loaners had sued you, you insisted that you didn't have the money and didn't let them seize any assets. Even if they were to win the trial, they can't take money from where the money doesn't even exist. You've been successfully getting away without repaying your debts, so that's why you thought you could do the same with our bank. Isn't that what you thought? That's not true. I planned on repaying 100%. But right now, our company is in a serious deficit, and we really can't repay anything. We've been in business with your bank since my dad's generation, and you can't be making a fuss just because I ended up passing the deadline by just a bit. Just a bit? It's been well past 6 months. Besides, our branch manager is completely fed up with you, too. How dare he after Dad saved him so many times? Just because Dad passed away, he can't be repaying insult for a favor he'd done. You must have been repeatedly getting away without repaying the bank all along. That kind of relationship isn't going to last long anyway. Your bank and my company had been in a win-win situation. Besides, I'm sure there are tons of people who don't repay their debts. Why are you only after me? You repay the money you borrow. It's common sense. I've been making sure to repay properly until now. Stop talking about it as if I never intended to repay. I know you've been repaying small portions like $1,000 or $2 in the beginning, but you've only repaid $3,000 in total. Besides, that $3,000 doesn't nearly put you close to paying it off at all. You've been borrowing more and more after that. But it still means I repaid. Besides, even if the trial had proceeded without the defendant, it's still illegal for you to seize the real estate and turn it into a vacant land without the owner's permission. Were you actually aware of this? Your bank is gonna be in trouble from now on. I knew he went out of the country knowingly. We won't get in trouble, so don't worry. Huh? You don't understand the severity of the matter, do you? You think there's no problem with this consented transaction because you won the trial and you seized the real estate. However, this time you turned it into vacant land while I was gone. This wasn't a consented matter. Besides, I'd understand if you sold the land, but you even turned it into a vacant land. I can see your malicious intentions. Didn't you do this under your sole discretion? If I were able to do this under my sole discretion, I'd be a president of my own company by now. Since you've been trying to run without repaying anything, we decided to take legal action and file a lawsuit. While you were running away, your company had ended up in a huge panic, so we hosted a shareholders meeting, and the estate had been re-registered under Mr. Sean's name, so he then had the right over the land. So, what we've done isn't a crime at all. But you didn't have to turn it into vacant land. My employees are all panicking and we're getting complaints from our clients too. We lost some contracts that we were about to secure too. We're losing so much money. How are you gonna be responsible for this, huh? That's for you to think. It's your company, isn't it? Ugh. If you understand now, will you please leave? You better remember this! And so, I thought the problem was solved after this, but he ended up taking unexpected actions afterwards. What? Emotional distress because he couldn't run his company anymore, and he's filing a civil lawsuit? That was totally a lie, but I have everything I need! That guy is so persistent. No, if he were to file a lawsuit, I need to talk to him.
I see. However, rest assured, nothing is impossible for me.
I was waiting for you to say that. So, what am I supposed to do?
I know mostly what needs to be done. Leave it up to me.
Thank you, Mr. Cobweb. And so, how are we going to handle this?
Let's have that key man, the man you fell in love with, to help us.
Key man? Who's that?
Wanna know?
I wanna know.
You'll find out when the trial starts.
This is that feeling I can't wait for a whole week after watching the trailer for the next episode. This was how we, the bank side, decided to hire Mr. Cobweb. However, he wasn't the type of person who'd back off easily. George sued us, as he announced to me, and on the day of the trial. Just because the ownership changed while I was gone, he didn't have to turn it into a vacant land. Don't you think it's crossing the line? When I came back from my business trip out of the country, everything was gone. I wasn't able to communicate with everyone because I'd lost my phone. Because of this, I've been getting complaints from my employees too. Well, of course, if the company ends up facing such business challenge while you were gone, your employees would have been in a panic. I couldn't help it. I was busy with the business trip. Because you turned it into vacant land, my life is all messed up. That must be tough. And it won't be too long until you lose that confidence. I'm gonna win this trial no matter what. Okay. Anyway, please feel assured. After the shareholders meeting, the employees have been working happily under the new CEO. Damn it! And yet they're trying to sue me?
I believe it's only natural that you'd get sued. Let's pretend that you indeed lost your phone. Haven't you been running away from repaying debts like this all along? Because you'd ran off countless times, the shareholders meeting had been hosted and the company ended up being registered under someone else. Isn't that so?
Ran off? Can you prove that?
No, I can't.
Can you stop accusing me of that if you can't even prove it? That silver-headed banker proceeded with the trial and corrupted my company. This is a fact. Then let's make things black and white. That's fine.
First of all, about your destination. May we ask where you'd been?
I was in Taiwan, so what?
Were you in Taiwan for work-related reasons? I said I was! Have you been taking notes about what I said?
Indeed. My client has gone from Japan to Taiwan. We have the travel record, too.
There is a possibility that he'd traveled to a different country from Taiwan. I was in Taiwan working the entire time. I was mostly occupied with meetings with the local clients, so I almost never went out at a hotel, though. There is a record that shows that you were at a hotel in Taiwan from March 26th to April 30th for about a month. However, where have you been staying after that? I was staying at my friend's house. Staying at your friend's? You decided to stay at a friend's house when you weren't in trouble with money? Am I not allowed to stay over at a friend's house whom I've known since when I was a student? It's not about the money. I just wanted to spend time with a friend that I haven't seen for a long time. I see. Makes sense. I'm a human too, you know. Just because I'm the CEO, don't assume that I always think about money. I sometimes go grab some street foods with a friend to enjoy a beer or two. Yup. And Langsat is especially good, right? Huh? You know Langsat? That thing looks plain, but it's so delicious. It has a lot of dietary fibers, so it's good for your skin, too. You know, my skin age is only 15 years old. I don't even use a toner, and look at my skin. When was the last time you had one? About a month ago. You were in the Philippines, weren't you? Huh? What do you mean, Mr. Cobweb? Langsat is a fruit that can only be obtained in the Philippines. They don't exist in Taiwan. Yikes! Oh no, I got carried away and I responded out of impulse, but... You said it doesn't exist in Taiwan, but did you actually go to Taiwan to confirm this? No, I didn't. Then you can't say it for sure. You should say things after confirming things at Taiwan with your own two eyes. But it's a known fact that they can only be harvested in the Philippines. You have a lot of friends in the Philippines, right, Mr. Cobweb?
Mr. George, what is going on? You told me that you were in Taiwan the whole time. Besides, you shouldn't have had a travel record to the Philippines.
He took the ship. I see. So he must have been on a cruise from Taiwan to the Philippines. No wonder he didn't have a travel record by air.
Does this mean you lied to me when I'm your lawyer?
Oh, no. I just didn't think it was important. It was only for 3 days.
I made sure to explicitly tell you that you're obligated to tell your lawyer everything, didn't I?
Oh, was that so? But this has nothing to do with it, right?
Yes, it does. Is there anything else you never told me?
I have to tell you everything? Am I really obligated to do that?
You want to win this trial, don't you? In that case, I need you to tell me everything without hiding a single fact.
You've been doing so many things you can't say, haven't you? It's none of your business. Stop being nosy about my privacy. Okay, I see. You've been in Manila for 80 days too, huh? I'm not just being nosy about your privacy. Yikes! My life will be over if he finds out about that thing. Okay, I'll tell you the truth. I went to the Philippines because, I wanted to see my girlfriend. Why didn't you say that you were there to go see your girlfriend? There's nothing to hide. You already divorced your wife long ago. You even know about that too? You guys are so persistent. My ex-wife says things about my current romantic relationships even though we broke up. That's why I didn't want to talk about my girlfriend. Are you sure you're telling the truth? Yes, I am! You can even ask my ex-wife about it! You were in Manila, Philippines, right? That's right. I had good food and went on dates with my girlfriend. The heaven of gambling, Manila? What? You broke up with your ex-wife because of gambling, didn't you? Hey! Are you having fun being all nosy about someone's privacy?
I said I'm not being nosy. There is actually
A video of you entering the casino at Manila.
What on earth is this? You were gambling in Manila? You never told me this.
Well, ma'am, I'll make sure to give you a little extra later, so I need you to do something about this.
What? You want me to save you because you're going to pay me extra? Why are you saying that at this point? Stop underestimating lawyers.
Huh? What? Why are you getting so mad?
I don't have to represent a client who would tell lies to a lawyer. I'd like to withdraw our contract. Have a good day.
Yikes! My lawyer walked out on me! Am I gonna represent myself now? If they find out that I was lying, I won't get compensated! Should I just say that I lied to my lawyer because of all the chaos from the divorce? All right, this is where the real deal starts. Mr. Cobweb, please, keep going.
Is it true that you decided to file this lawsuit because of emotional distress you experienced?
Jolt! Well, I struggled to know what's true and what's false after I got into a huge mess with the divorce. Were you coming up with that excuse while that lawyer was excusing herself? Oh,
We all know that you've been gambling using the company's funds. You're the king of corruption.
King of corruption? Is that so funny?
Pardon me.
I don't really get your taste in humor. Mr. Sean, how dare you do this just to trick me?
That's my line. You're seriously in trouble. I've called you so many times, but you never picked up. You ignored all my messages, too.
What? You can't even argue. Anyway, I heard you've been really into it. You must have melted all the loan from the bank for gambling, too. No! That was all my personal money! I need you to believe me!
Liars are so lame. Did you really think that's going to cut it?
You said this in the VIP room in Manila, too. Ms. Whitesphere, go ahead and play it.
Here we go.
I want to see whoever is gullible enough to repay debts that they borrow. Whoever chooses to loan money should consider themselves giving a gift entirely. Trubus Bank is totally my wallet. Cobb Kun Ka! Who on earth are you?
Ms. Whitesphere is our company lawyer. And she's also my strongest assistant.
By the way, Cobb Kun Ka is Thai, okay? What? Why is there an audio? Didn't you know that you've been making enemies all over the place? It's not just us, Trubus Bank, or Mr. Sean there. All the people who'd lent you money formed the Victims Association. While you were having fun in Manila, you ended up in a honey trap.
I never knew there's a guy who'd end up being tricked by a honey trap in this generation.
Were you the one?
It's up to you whether you'd end up getting tricked or not. That's all. And now your testimony is completely flawed.
Are you still going to argue? Damn it. There's no way out of this. For today, I should just leave and come up with a different plan for a later day. By the way, you're going to prison for this. Too bad for you. Prison? Okay, fine. I'll tell everything. So please, I don't want to go to prison. What is it that you're going to talk about? Yes, I gambled in Manila, and I ended up with a debt, but the audio that was presented was when I was drunk.
You embezzled the loan from Trubus Bank and your company's funds, and you used that money for illegal activities. This is a crime!
You did something illegal and you know it! I was fooled by the people there! I wouldn't have done it if only I knew it was illegal. I'm a victim too! So please don't make this into a criminal matter! Nope. Nuh-uh. You took advantage of people's kindness to borrow money when you never intended to repay it, and I hate people like you. You had no choice, so you gambled. You'd better not underestimate the ultimate brain sports. But you took the company's land as collateral, so I'm not obligated to repay you anything, do I? You can't be complaining about this. Unfortunately, even after the land has been seized, it doesn't mean that everything is undone. You still owe the difference. What? You'd better reflect on yourself in prison and make sure to repay the debt with the bank and all the other money you owe other victims. Your Honor, I think we're done here.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'll never try to run without repaying ever again. And so, the man who had refused to repay his debts was finally exposed for his illegal activities and sentenced to 3 years in prison. After serving his sentence, he reportedly found work demolishing old buildings and has been doing his best to repay the debt he still owes. Whoa! It's a rare character! I might make about $100 if I sell this thing. Whoa! Wait, Cat! That thing won't be worth anything for you! As for me, Allen Mel Farm locally grown branded beef.
What do you say? They're my precious little cows that I've put in all my effort to raise.
Maybe I'll get to enjoy some free beef. I say yes to the loan. Trouble Busters!